What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit to the tip, man. Turn. Today, it's motherfucking day. Stay here outside crib, man. Out here. Insane 7-4 trade type shit, man. Hope y'all enjoy these videos. Turn up with your boy. Never stop putting in that work. Hey, for the day ones, keep on fighting with your boy. We out here, you already know it. Everything I've been saying coming true, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all niggas what was gonna happen. And look at it now, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all fuck with your boy, man. Like I said, man, free Palestine, free Congo, Russia whoop Ukraine ass, Texas fix up these borders. You know what I'm saying? That's just the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So much more we gotta go, you know what I'm saying? But you know, for right now we gotta get what we can get, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna fight for the rest, you know what I'm saying? And we will continue to fight, cause it's a whole motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, this world, you know what I'm saying? We trying to change it we try to do it however we can. You know, it's been changing so far, you know what I'm saying? With the Black Hebrew Israelites, we know who he is, God, Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Everything is coming into fruition, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, you know, I told y'all, Yeshua was black, you know what I'm saying? Jesus was black, you know what I'm saying? And look at how everything just, you know what I'm saying, start working how I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, hey man, you gotta know when the real one is out here, man. When the real one speak, hey, a real one be speaking, you know what I'm saying? No matter who listens, you know what I'm saying? Cause this is real, you know what I'm saying? So, fuck with your boy, come to the Hebrew Israelite, man. And yeah, let's get into this bitch. Alright, boom. Today, it's motherfucking day, straight here outside crib, gang, yo, type shit, man. I hope y'all enjoy these videos, man. Turn up with your boy and let's get into this bit. Like I said, gang. Kodak black, man. You know what I'm saying? 1800. You already know, man. Sniper gang. Kodak black, man, just got released from the pokey. You know what I'm saying? I think they got him up for, I think it was a faulty charge. You did crip. I think they were trying to say it was like a drug charge for cocaine, and the nigga, they end up saying that the nigga didn't even have it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this police shit, like the system is fucked. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like you got a lot of money on, or they feel like you got a lot of movement or anything, or just because your skin color, they can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that we've been trying to let people know, man. Like, we've been wrongfully accused for a lot of shit, and they try to take us out ever so slightly, any type of way they can, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, people just think like, oh, here we go again, just another lockup. But no, it don't even be like that. It be like some real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you understand, like, when you control shit with your voice, they been doing this, you know what I'm saying? We can change the world, but it's like, these motherfuckers don't want us to rap, sing, dance, do anything. They just want us to be like on some slave shit. But that's why we fight back every day, you know what I'm saying? Because we can be our own people, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, these motherfuckers are scared, you know what I'm saying? Because they know that we know the truth, you know what I'm saying? They don't want us to know the truth, you know what I'm saying? So they gonna try to lock niggas up, try to take niggas' voices away, try to do weird shit just to try to keep a nigga down. But they know it's too late, you know what I'm saying? And that's why with this Kodak black shit, you know, we happy to see that nigga out of jail and shit. That shit was wild. Niggas throwing a rock at a cameraman, which I understand. Like, bruh, don't. Why you gonna film me? Like, okay, you wanna film me when I'm out, bruh? Fuck all that shit, nigga. Niggas be trying to get to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't got time for niggas to try to, you know what I'm saying, be on some whole shit. And they, you know, they don't talk shit, try to belittle you. Why they ain't trying to talk to camera and shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like niggas don't even want to get that type of shit. Niggas just wanna jet off, make music, and do what it do and do the work. You know what I'm saying? So I seen this video, like, man, that shit crazy. And we got another video about the Kodak, you know what I'm saying, from Florida, Pompano, type shit, you know what I'm saying? Because we got that whole video about that. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Big Crip out here, you know what I'm saying? Northside shit, man. Big Crip shit, man. Texas, man, you know what I'm saying? You already know we out here. Tough. But yeah, man, so make sure y'all fuck with your boy, like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Good evening. Off the top at 6 tonight, we begin with breaking news. Rapper Kodak Black has just bonded out of jail.
And he got aggressive with Local 10 News reporter Rocc Lowe. Rocc is live at the Broward Jail in Fort Lauderdale to show us what happened. Rocc.
I've been doing this a long time, and let me tell you, this is one of the strangest things I have ever seen. Not only did he get aggressive with my photographer, Brian Murphy, but he actually started throwing rocks at this photographer. Simply doing his job, Kodak Black started throwing rocks. I want you to listen to this for a moment. Don't throw anything at our camera.
Yeah.
Don't throw anything at our camera. Don't throw it at our camera. Call the cops. So what happened after that, and we have more audio that we'll play for you later tonight, Kodak Black threatened to punch me repeatedly. And, we didn't back down. We're simply doing our job, trying to get this guy coming out of the Broward jail, and you'll see him here. He's been behind bars since December. He was a violation of probation. He was actually free today. He comes out of the Broward jail. I walk up those steps, and there's Kodak Black. And the first thing, I was alone without a photographer. He threatened to punch me. And then our photographer gets up there, and you saw it there on the video. Now, I don't know if we have the capability to do this, but if we can listen to that sound one more time, I want you just to see what Kodak Black was doing. Can we listen to that again? If we can't listen to it again, you heard it the first time. He picks up a rock and he just chucks it at our photographer. This is very interesting. This is somebody who's been in trouble. Okay, we're going to do it. Let's listen to that again. Don't throw anything at our camera.
Yeah.
Don't throw anything at our camera. Don't throw it at our camera.
Call the cops.
So the cops were not called because we came downstairs here for the live shot, but I've never seen anything like this. Somebody coming out, threatening to punch a reporter, actually throwing a rock. Several rocks at a photographer, hitting him in his ribs. And all of this began earlier today, and we covered Kodak Black, who was in federal court. He was in federal court. He's from Pompano Beach. He was before a judge. He accepted a deal, pleading guilty to violation of his probation. He was sent up here to Broward, where he's out. But apparently, he's been in jail since December. He says he has a child being born. Apparently, he's up to his old ways, being aggressive, throwing things at people, and much more of this incredible video later on tonight. For now, I'm live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Rocc Lowe, Local 10 News.
Glad to see you.
I ain't worried about y'all, homie.
After throwing rocks at our photographer, and look at that again. I wanted to get your side and say hello to you, and you threatened to punch me.
I did.
Threatening to punch me. Don't threaten to punch me again. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You understand what I'm saying? You want me to call the cops on you right now, Kodak?
You know what I mean?
You want to threaten to punch me again on camera?
This how I'm living. It ain't nothing like you seen on hours.
Worldwide Hood News.
What's the deal? It's your boy Chris McLean, Clip World TV.
Hey, this after you, Kodak Black got out. He threw a rock at the people,
and
man.
Today, man,
But he's not gonna talk about it in this one.
Interesting deep dive into the life of none other than the gold child, Kodak Black. Yeah, we finna take a deep dive to that
One of the
Kodak
realest
Black
rappers in the
life.
game,
We're gonna
man.
check out Broward County,
fact.
man, Pompano, 1800 block, man. Y'all just kick back, man. Get your doobie. Kick back like you finna watch the movies, boy. Clip World TV, you finna get straight to it. Dyson Octane. Better known to the world now as Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
Is undeniably one of the hardest working, most outspoken artists of our generation.
We in the South, man.
Now,
Deep
there's so
down
many
south.
different angles to this young Haitian American rapper that it's almost hard to find where to begin at.
Right.
But I'm gonna start from the beginning because look, it's the only way. July 11, 1997, in the city of Pompano Beach, Florida, A young Haitian immigrant woman by the name of Marceline Octave will give birth to a little boy that'll go on to change the landscape in the music world forever. But this wouldn't be before the streets of Pompano would shape him into the man that we all know and love today. Pompano Beach is a city named after the actual Pompano fish. It's about a 40-minute drive away from the flashy older brother Miami. Located north of Fort Lauderdale, Pompano Beach, for the most part, is a laid-back coastal suburb city, man. It's gorgeous. Got many opportunities for outdoor recreation, but this is that side of it. We talking about the hood.
Yeah.
Pompano City provides all the convenient suburb livings with all the great shopping and dining along the Atlantic Boulevard in the Pompano City Center. Pompano Beach is kind of like Miami. On one side, you got the rich, they got a wide variety of rentals that you can choose from, like beachfront condos and charming townhomes. On the other end, the ghetto side of Pompano got the projects. Yeah, one of the projects being the Golden Acres. But that's just a brief history on Pompano. I just had to give y'all a brief history real quick. Anyway, the young Haitian mother would originally name her precious baby boy Dyson Octave. Dyson actually being a French name meaning son of God. But later Dyson's name would be changed to Bill Capri, and I'm not totally sure if this was done by his own admission or if his mom did this later on down the line. But anyways, he would be one of 5 children. Yeah, one of 5 children raised in one of the last standing projects in the city of Pompano Beach. The Golden Acres Project. Located on the 1050 Northwest 18th Drive in Pompano Beach, Florida. But the residents there called this the Pompanoia, or 1800 block.
1800,
Kodak Black resided at the 1601, apartment 13. Yeah, that's where he laid his head at night. And it wasn't like all the other people who rap about being in the projects, and in reality, it's their cousin that's living over there, and they used to just go on the weekend. Nah, this was a real project, baby. He'd actually be raised there since a kid. Or should I say, a jit, like they say in Florida. Well, as a jit. Young Bill watches his mother made a life for herself and her children. Oftentimes, they didn't have everything they wanted at the drop of a dime. But she for sure kept them boys fed and clothed. Now, unlike many of the other stories that I bring to y'all on this channel, like Rollo's mom or Lil Yami's mom, his mom was actually a very good mother. Despite raising her children on her own without the father being in the picture, she actually did quite well for herself raising her children. Although at times, it did get rough, and food did get scarce because, hey man, it ain't easy feeding everybody in the house when you the only one working, raising 5 kids. But through all the struggle and adversity, she never abandoned her responsibilities as a mother. Hey, you gotta commend her. Anyway, young Kodak would grow up watching and observing the environment that he had been born into. Often, he'd see people riding around that know-you and don'ts with gold shining in their mouth from the Florida sun. Yeah, he was drawn from the music, the candy paint, and sometimes he'd just picture himself as the older version of himself, possessing some of these same things. And it, like the saying always says, man, everything that glitter ain't gold, bro. But the don'ts wasn't the only thing the young Kodak Black would grow up seeing. He'd see the ins and outs on the go-ons about the now infamous ugly corner. And through all this, he'd still somehow come to the conclusion at a very young age that he'd become an entertainer. He'd even auditioned as a child actor for the children's television network, Nickelodeon.
They say, call me Titanic because I leave these fools where the ship be. Ooh. Let me show you Rebel. He's kind of ugly, but...
You already know, young rebel. Rebel.
Rebel. Nah, man, you know, I'm chilling in California, swiping Visa card, you know, hotel game, you feel me? Jacuzzi, pool.
Anybody want to give any shout outs to?
Take Green,
That's lit.
John, Young Money. So we gonna watch movies and stuff today, you know, you gotta have fun first. Oh yeah, audition with Nickelodeon, cause you know, a new show coming out in it. Just stay tuned.
Trying to get that bread, man.
I know how to act.
In elementary school, like many other children that come from the southern region of the United States of America, representing the ghetto, young Kodak Black, even at a young age, wanted to be a rapper. And it wasn't because of Tupac like everybody else say, or even Lil Wayne. He was inspired by no other than the man himself, Boosie.
Boosie, man.
Boosie music got a lot of people through the struggle.
Badass.
And this would be no different from Kodak, who hails from a neighborhood that could be identical to those that's in Baton Rouge. The lyrics that Kodak would have penned down at the time as a young man
Too bad they
would
ain't
be
no argument,
evidence of such claims. The older guys in the neighborhood would actually hit how raw and talented the young Haitian boy was with the bars.
1800,
and they'd bring him around to record his first songs. Kodak at a young age would be invited by the D-boys in the neighborhood to a makeshift recording studio that was located at the back of a trap house. Now, even as a jitterbug, he'd go in there and spit a verse like a grown man. He just had a child's voice. Yeah, between the reactions between those around him and the praise that he'd get in the neighborhood, he was certain from that point moving forward that he was going to make it as a rapper. He noticed that whenever the older kids that went to his school would go to pep rallies or talent shows, leading up to the days of their performance, they'd be a little bit nervous. But see, Kodak was charismatic and magnetic, claiming that he never displayed the qualities of fear. Now, although he didn't necessarily like attending school, he'd expand his vocabulary at a young age by reading a dictionary. He was trying to add more words to his repertoire. His mom would recognize that her son was talented and that he had reading and great comprehension skills that were out of this world. So she had signed him up for a camp, and while at camp, he'd participate in spelling bees, and he'd win all the spelling bees every time, stating that he didn't even know how he was able to memorize or sound out the words every time, but he would. Oftentimes, it's the little bad kid in the back of the class that possessed all of the smarts. In fact, young Black almost attended a private school due to him being book smart, a decision that had probably changed the trajectory of his life. But his mother decided to go a different route. Kodak would often experience jealousy from the kids his age because he was able to ditch them and go hang out with the big dogs. And in the 5th grade, while the other kids were studying, man, trying to find all the questions to the pop quizzes, bro, they might have forgot their lunch that their mom packed them at home. Young Kodak was in school fighting so much that the school board ultimately decided to expel the young Haitian boy.
Damn.
Yeah, they had to expel the extremely black kid, but in fact, it would be his skin pigment that earned him his neighborhood nickname, Lil Black. Young Black would have run in with the law enforcement earlier on. He would actually be arrested in middle school, and he'd only do about 21 days on his first offense, just 9 days shy of a full month. And get this, YouTube family. Lil Black had developed a skill that was oh so common in the Golden Acre apartments. Yeah, he was breaking and entering into unoccupied dwellings and robbing them blind, not even leaving a slice of bread for them to make a ham sandwich. So ultimately, he'd be apprehended and charged for residential burglary. And although he was extremely young at the time, he remembered sitting in the back of the cop car thinking, hey, man, he was ready for whatever consequence came with him, man. What he signed up for. And as much as I would like to say this was an isolated situation and he'll learn this lesson and straighten up and fly right, that'll just be a figment of the imagination. Instead, young Bill would have multiple run-ins with the law enforcement during his juvenile years. And man, his face is even known around Broward County as the little dude to be poking windows. At the age of 11, Lil Black would be his first childhood friend, whom will also come from a Haitian background.
That nigga Jack Boy, man.
Then they cease. And now, if I butcher that, YouTube family, my Haitian people, Salve, hey, I'm sorry, man. Anyway, we talk about Jack Boy. Now, Jack Boy, unlike all the other kids in the neighborhood, had a lot in common with Kodak, man. They was bad. They were bad. While other kids was watching Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, young Black and Jack was already thinking about their finances. And there was no secret that Black was advanced at his age on the mic. And the duo would often daydream about stardom together while pondering how they gonna come up on some money. Jack rapped as well, but his name is Jack Boy, man. He wasn't the vocal of the mic, man. Young Kodak Black was the vocal of the mic. And at that age of 12,
Boy Jack.
the young son of an immigrant would take it up a notch. And when it came to his lyrical abilities, the jet black boy would join the local Pompano rap group called the Brutal Youngers. And this wouldn't be no small victory. Somebody with a major bag in the neighborhood somewhere around there was backing the Brutal Youngers.
That's what's up.
The Brutal Youngers would be seen touring on the West Coast and shooting big budget music videos, man. This was back in the MySpace days. Now, what FYBJ may be saying, Do y'all homework on Kodak Black with doing music and poking highs windows since the MySpace days, and the boy just now turning 26 years old. But anyways, the brutal youngest would actually be more like the Young Money of Broward County, man. Yeah, they was like the Jackson 5 of Broward County. And Young Black was definitely Michael Jackson. The infamous Golden Acre Projects was no different than the projects in New Orleans. And like Charlemagne the guy from the Breakfast Club always say, the craziest people in the world come from the South Bronx and all of Florida, man. And clearly Pompano Beach was not the exception to this rule, bro. Life was rough out there on that ugly corner, bro. And becoming a casualty or a victim of a crime at random was everyday life. Nobody was really safe at all, even though everyone lived in the same community. And after one long day at work, man, Kodak Black's mom would fall victim to one of these senseless crimes.
Damn.
She'd be targeted and robbed. Now, when he was a jet, get this, the robbers followed his mama all the way home after cashing her IRS tax return.
Damn,
Hey, the
they've been
perpetrators
watching
would
that
actually
whole
be
time.
armed, and they'd take her entire income tax check that she just cashed out. Man, they had to be following her. How did they know she was finna cash her
knew her,
income
bro.
tax check? That sound like an inside job, Kodak. You should have did some deep investigation. But anyway, bro, this would throw young Kodak for a spin because he understood oh so well that everybody in his environment was living under the same circumstances, poverty, yeah. But what he didn't understand was how could somebody take from a single mother knowing that that's all she had? And not only that, she can barely speak English. Now, this particular situation will make him cold and heartless, and he'd later remember saying that when he started to victimize people, he didn't care because they didn't spare his mom, so he wasn't gonna spare theirs, bro. Young Kodak would be arrested again at the age of 15 for a crime that was punishable up to life, bro. Well through the goodwill of the universe and pure luck, a local record label owner by the name of AD, who was the chief exec at Dollars and Deals, would hear about the predicament that the young gifted Haitian kid was in, and in true Suge Knight fashion, he'd put some bread together to put Kodak on his feet, get some lawyers, who would in return get the sentence and drop down to only 3 years of probation, which was a sweet deal considering the fact that the offense was punishable up to life in prison. He'd be released and inked the deal with Dollars and Deals. Kodak would actually release Project Baby December 26, 2013. This mixtape would be one that would essentially put young Kodak on the map.
Yeah.
It would feature songs like Project Baby, Kids Flight, Skit, and Switching Gears. It'd even shoot a music video for the title track, Project Baby, which depicted the life of a kid who was living in the Golden Acre Projects, victimizing their own neighborhood by doing breaking and enterings. On top of that, local legend Polo Pooh would encourage Jay Black to change his name to Kodak. A play off the rap legend Lil Boosie's verse on his classic song, Smoking on Purple, when he said, everybody take your pictures, they're like, yeah, they call me Kodak. Kodak then would join the Coley family, making him one of the youngest Corleones. The Coley family would consist of Polo Pooh, Coley P, Cheesy Perk, and the youngest member, Kodak Black. Later, he would drop a single that would do good locally, but it wouldn't actually blow up until after he had already became big. No Flocking is a song that depicted a tale in Kodak's neighborhood, in which case some of his close friends started experimenting with a new street substance at the time called Flocker. The song was basically telling them that they needed to get it together. They was messing up. The official music video for this song, ironically enough, wouldn't be released until 2014, and this was due to his team building up somewhat of a buzz and suspense around the Florida artist. He was also representing both Corleones and Dollars and Deals Entertainment, so it'd be a good look for everybody. It was all in all win for everybody that was involved. Project Baby, as I stated before, would be the project that solidified a young Broward County artist as one of the youngest artists to put on for the state of Florida, and he made it look good. Now, before Kodak, of course, there was Rick Ross, and Plies was still holding it down for the state of Florida, but those artists was getting older in age. Until Kodak arrived on the scene, Florida was being overlooked, and it seemed as though the state had peaked during those years of Plies. But that wasn't the case at all. Cities like Pompano were getting overshadowed by the sister city of Miami.
Inspirational,
Kodak
gang.
Black was the hope that Florida
That's
needed
inspirational.
because, man, listen, just be real. They was on life support. And at the end of 2014, he had dropped his project Heart of the Projects. There was a playoff of
Heart of the
BG's
Project.
Heart of the Street series.
Ooh-wee.
It features
Hope I
songs
don't
like
trip
Meant for Me,
over
the
trivial
song where
living
Kodak
poverty.
expresses that he's the golden child of golden acres and this life was just meant for him. He didn't choose it, it chose him. In
Facts.
2015, young Kodak couldn't stay out of the hands of law enforcement. Now, even though he was being booked for shows and he was sort of making a pretty decent living
Fuck
considering
12,
the
man.
fact that he was just shy of 17.
Fuck 12.
He'd still find himself engaged in activities that would lead to his arrest. He had to break into cars with Jack Boy, hijacked him, and in his earlier years, him and Jack Boy were reserved to committing crimes like robbery.
Damn.
All these situations would do was amplify his drive to record. Not only that, it gave him more to rap about. In October 2015, he dropped another single, but this one would shake the world. His single, Skirt. This song literally put him in everyone's musical algorithm. And on even some of the celebrities' radar too. The song would depict a picture of him dealing with a
That's
girl
crazy.
that he basically stopped having feelings for. He was done with her.
Yeah, yeah.
The song would go viral, and Drake would even be seen turning up to the song on his private jet.
That boy Drake,
This,
weak
of
ass.
course, would catapult the song into the billboards. The fame would come so
Drake
fast,
always
before
watching
you
the
know
musical
it, he was
talent,
working with up-and-coming fellow Haitian rapper Rich the Kid, Playboy Cardi, on the track Plug, produced by Mexico Dro.
Birmingham
Kodak would
Playboy
also
Cardi
start the Sniper
and
Gang
Kodak
movement,
ever.
that'll later turn
Minute.
into a label imprint that assigned the likes of Wham, Spinner Ben,
Sniper Gang.
Jack Boy, Psycho Bob, and Wiz the Wizard. And as a matter of fact, YouTube family, y'all let me know if y'all want to hear the actual untold story of Wiz the Wizard. Because,
Wiz
man,
the
when I
Wizard,
tell y'all
man.
that boy lived a life, man, he lived a life. But anyways, Kodak Black would make so much noise in the rap scene that he'd actually make the infamous 2016 Double XL freshman cover that featured
One
the
of the
likes of
latest
Anderson
double
Paak,
XL ever, gang.
21 Savage, Lil Uzi Vert,
One of the
Lil
latest
Yachty,
one ever, bro.
Denzel Curry,
Ain't never been a
Lil
double
Dicky,
XL like this ever
Dave
again.
East, Designer, and G Herbo. This group in particular would be the new wave for hip-hop of
Facts.
that era.
Most definitely.
Kodak Black would later go on to diss his fellow classmates of the freshman cover, Lil Yachty and Lil Uzi,
Yeah.
which seemed to be completely at random.
Bro, they couldn't hang with that
Say
nigga.
rapper. Hey, listen here, man. Listen. I got some more albums coming out. I am not like these other. I don't even listen to Uzi. Thinking the booty. They confusing the community. I don't even listen to Yachty. Ain't gonna be dropping no knowledge.
Damn.
Ain't this like I'm on following.
The dude was truly one of the first of his kind to come from the new generation of the Florida rappers and
Damn,
conquer the
that shit
charts.
crazy.
But he had an extensive rap sheet as well.
Hell yeah.
One that'll hinder him from being able to enjoy all of his success. And not to mention, him and his best friend Jack Boy was on the come up together. And every time Jack Boy went in, Kodak came out, and vice versa. His rap sheet was so extensive
It
that
be
I
like
decided
that.
to take my time to put a timeline together of all of his charges. October 2015, Kodak Black was arrested for kidnapping, battery, and other charges at the age of 18 years old, man. And in December 2015, he was arrested for marijuana possession just 2 months after being charged with the drug possession, in addition to several more claims. February 2016, he was arrested for sexual battery. Kodak Black
These females,
allegedly
man.
assaulted a young woman in
These
Florence,
females be
South
lying, man.
Carolina, February 2016.
I remember that shit 3.
The woman reportedly accompanied him to his hotel room after the show at a nightclub in Treasure City. Soon after entering the room, she said the rapper ripped off her clothes, bit her, and you know the rest.
Damn.
He was charged with sexual misconduct. This would be the
Nigga said
charge
they bit her.
that'll prompt Ebro in the morning of Hot
Yeah, I remember
97
this
to
shit.
basically interrogate the artist.
I think it went away,
Drill
though.
him on the questions and the seriousness of the allegations of this open case. The interviewers would ping pong random questions around the room, like what he thought about the moon landing, while other questions were loaded with
Bullshit-ass
tricky
questions.
curveballs.
Low
Kodak
vibrational
would be
questions.
seen visibly getting irritated, and he eventually walked out of his own interview,
Yeah, I
causing
remember
the
that shit,
hip-hop
too.
media space to go into the uproar the next
thing
morning
about that,
on how
he's like the one who
unprofessional
controlled Apple.
that Ebro was while handling the direction of the conversation. Ebro would then ultimately ban Kodak Black from performing the Summer Jam, causing the two to have permanent issues that would go on to be unresolved. But the trouble didn't stop for Kodak in 2016. Shortly after the Florence incident, Kodak was allegedly seen buying marijuana from a drug dealer. Then he got into his car and drove away. When police pulled him over, he attempted to evade arrest and threw a gun from his car, according to the cops. After recovering a loaded 40 caliber Glock 22 pistol, they arrested Kodak for possessing a weapon by a convicted felon, possessing the marijuana, and a number of traffic violations. He'd be released yet again, and then he'd be arrested yet again for false imprisonment and armed robbery. While he was in jail for this arrest, outstanding warrants for his criminal sexual misconduct case in Florence and the marijuana possession charge from 2015 were brought to light. August 2016, after spending 3 months in jail, Kodak Black was sentenced in August to 1 year of house arrest and 5 years of probation.
House arrest never works like that.
He was also reportedly ordered to complete community service, anger management, and community-controlled supervision programs. However, he could be placed on house arrest because the open warrants for the St. Lucie County drug possession arrest halted his release. In addition to that warrant, his charge of the criminal sexual misconduct in the Florence case was changed to sexual battery, which carries a penalty up to 30 years in prison. And in September 2016, a month later, he pleaded no contest to the St. Lucie possession case and was sentenced to 120
a lot of stuff
days
can get
in
you
prison.
locked up for a long time.
November 16, 2016, Kodak Black was released from a St. Lucie County jail and extradited to South Carolina to face the sexual battery charge. December 1st, 2016, as predicted by his lawyers, Kodak Black was freed from the South Carolina jail after posting a $100,000 bond for sexual battery charge.
Taking us to jail
He
and
posted
shit.
on Instagram that he was happy to finally be getting home to family and friends, that he had looked forward to clearing his name in the very near future. He'll start his new year off vowing that, man, he gonna follow all the court guidelines, and he'll make it his New Year resolution to stay out of jail, man. But the following month, February 2017, he'll be arrested for violating house arrest and assaulting a bartender. After appearing in court in Broward County, Kodak Black was arrested for violating the terms of his house arrest, and he was also charged with false imprisonment. The decision to take him into custody had stemmed from an incident where he had allegedly assaulted a bartender at Club Climax in Miami earlier that February. Charges weren't formally filed against him, but the woman identified Kodak Black as the man who punched and kicked her in the club. And the police incident report was presented in court. April 21st through May 4th, Kodak Black was embroiled in a number of legal issues. On April that year, he was accused of grabbing his anger management counselor by the arm after she had threatened to call 911 on him and he refused to leave the session. She reportedly asked him to leave because he was intentionally disrupting the session by burping repeatedly. 5 days later, on April 26th, he was found guilty of 5 counts of violating his house arrest. On May 4th, he was sentenced to 364 days in prison with the possibility of release early if he completed life skill courses. He successfully finished the course and was released in June after serving just 97 days. He was arrested again for grand theft of a firearm, 2 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo. Man, this dude, man, YouTube family, don't be...
That shit wild,
anyway,
man.
Kodak Black entered a
you
plea of
lot
not guilty, and he was again sentenced to 364 days in prison, with the remaining charges stemming from his January arrest. Now, he'd get credit for 90 days time served while he was in jail awaiting trial, So he was released in August of that year. Now, during that stint in jail, Kodak Black seemed to, try hard to turn his life around. He earned his GED,
it's hard, bro. You
and he changed his legal real name to Bill K. Capri. Now, just in case y'all was wondering about that question that was asked at the top of the story, there is your answer. Now, he even tweeted about reading the book. Shortly after his release, it was revealed that he'll also be let off probation, truly cementing his freedom. For a while, things seemed to quiet down for Kodak as he continued to release songs, collaborating with artists like Gucci Mane, Bruno Mars. He was doing his thing. And in May 2019, Kodak Black would be arrested yet again for weapons possession.
Damn.
Kodak Black and 3 others were apprehended by the U.S. Customs and the Border Protection agents while trying to cross into Canada from New York. He was found with a 9mm Glock pistol and marijuana and was taken into Niagara County Jail. He paid about $20,000 to $40,000.
That's a lot of money on.
And then he walked out of jail with a family cash cover in his face. Then less than a month after this, he was arrested on weapons charges in Miami. Just before he was set to take the stage at the Hip Hop Music Festival, Rolling Loud. He was apprehended by U.S. Marshals for state and federal firearm violations following what was described to be an extensive investigation. The federal charge arose from an instance in which the rapper allegedly lied about the status of a criminal case where he filled out official paperwork for a gun that he had purchased. In November 2019, he was sentenced to 3 years and 10 months in prison. And behind bars, he had heated confrontations with the guards at the high security prison, Big Sandy in Kentucky, which prompted him to file a lawsuit that accused prison staff of beating him and restraining him from eating food while restraining him down for hours with no access to a bathroom. The Bureau of Prison claimed that Kodak had been restrained because he violated and spit at the guard's face. His third album, Bill Israel, was released in November.
Oh, yeah, I got that album.
While he was still incarcerated. Kodak Black would take to Instagram to air out grievances to the world on the inhumane conditions that he had been living in. Now, in a strange turn of events, Kodak Black was also locked up with BG from Cash Money, who just came home. And he had confided that Kodak was addicted to the K2 spice, a marijuana substitute that's actually loaded down with unknown chemicals, causing the users to completely be out of their minds while they're under the influence of it. It seems as though Kodak was in the pen clucking like a chicken and acting like a stray J-cat. BG would actually tell this to his new cellmate, who would go on to release an interview and talk about the situation.
And there was another thing that he had the face coming out on the penitentiary yard. Because
that K2, man.
All the Crips are together, along with the Bloods.
Big
so the Crips and Bloods was together. During this particular situation, it's also got to be dealt with or politiced out with the Crips with him coming on the yard because they together. You see what I'm saying?
So he desired to come, he wanted to come on the yard?
No. Shit, man, you know. So when you come into Big Sandy, the first thing you do is you have to go into a quarantine unit. And you have to stay in the quarantine for 2 weeks before they allow you out into the population because you're coming from another prison and they want to make sure you don't have it. So for you to go PC,
but ain't no damn way in here I'm smoking K2 in prison.
Already is damn near all of the whole compound is locked down. You ain't even facing nobody.
So he come out of quarantine after 2 weeks. How do you know he's in PC? Because he didn't come on the yard?
Or because one thing, the officer's going to get you from the PC unit, walk you through the unit to the chute. It's a long walk. That's what they call it in the federal system. Like, man, take that walk.
Damn.
Make that left. So when you walk in, they got to secure the whole compound.
Yeah.
Secure the compound. They're going to announce everything. Secure the compound. Secure the compound. So now when they secure the compound, people's going to come to the door and they're going to see you walking from the people come from the yard. The compound officers are going to come in the unit because they don't work the unit. They come in, grab you, and have to escort you past everybody along the walk to walk you to the chute. So when they say secure the compound, everybody's going to come to the door. They looking, and they looking out the window. Oh shit, that's Buddy, that's dude. Where you going? Like, so this is the type of buzz you're gonna get around the prison. So now, just go find the door. We got our ways of communicating. People are gonna communicate certain stuff to people that's on the yard and that's on the compound. You know what I'm saying? In prison, everybody got different, communicating different ways.
And you see this with your own eyes. You see that?
Yeah, you watching this. He made a conscious decision on his own to check himself in, just like he made a conscious to call his mother and be like, they don't have a drug program here. They putting their hands on me. You feel what I'm saying? This type of situation. So that's why I see it, the detailed part as far as they had a drug program. Big saying I taught the drug program. I taught it.
And he was making those statements because he was trying to leave. They're trying to get out of it.
Or whatever he was doing. I don't know. I can't speak as far as like, you know, what his mind frame was at the time because he wasn't in his mind frame because, like I was saying, he was cooking out on the K2. He wasn't himself. And you know where they come from?
When you say cooking out on the K2, what's that?
Like when you start having episodes throwing up, you get violent, you barking like a dog,
that's
you
that
making
synthetic
animals,
shit, man. You don't be on that shit. You get stuck,
locking
man.
up. Because a lot
Sounds
of that
like
stuff
flocking,
have,
man.
when you smoke,
Flocking not that
chemical.
crazy. I mean,
So
flocking is
when
crazy.
you smoke the chemical, people have a different reaction to the chemical that they smoking.
Kodak Black would actually check off of the yard after being confronted by Crips who had an issue with what Kodak Black had to say following the death of Los Angeles, California, rolling 60s Crip mascot, Nipsey Hussle. Matter of fact, shall we run down a list of all the beefs that Kodak been
Kodak
in?
done been in a lot of beef, man. They done been in a lot of fucking beef.
By the grace of God, Kodak Black was given a presidential pardon by none other than Mr. Donald Trump. January 2021, Donald Trump set Kodak Black free, and the whole world was appalled. The grant came at the last moments of Donald Trump being president at the White House. The president's press team pointed out that the rapper's past charitable donations was justification for ending the prison term early. Now, some speculate whether Trump did this as a jab at Hillary because y'all know Hillary and the Haiti relief is a long story. If you don't know about it, look into it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's all up for speculation. Kodak's attorney, Bradford Cohen, a vocal supporter of Donald Trump, one-time contestant of Trump's show, actually, The Apprentice.
Fuck Trump.
He had filed for an act of clemency on behalf of Kodak Black. Now, I'm still unsure how they pulled that off, but if you ask me, Young Thug and YNW Melly and Tory Lanez lawyers should probably take notes. Now let's get into the brief beefs that Kodak had participated in since the rise of his fame. Now warning YouTube family, just like his rap sheet, his beefs are extensive. Somehow, someway, let's just jump into it. Kodak's Black camp got the beef with the NBA camp, and this would prompt Quando Rondo and Lil Pab to burn Sniper Gang merch alongside Lil Tim. Then they'll get in another silly internet beef with the popular Pooh Shiesty over his famous money spread in the ad-lib brr. And in Kodak's defense, he did popularize both, but playing devil's advocate, bro. You influenced the whole new generation, you should kind of be flattered, but nevertheless, he'll find himself beefing with the Memphis rapper over something that petty. He'd also get into a beef with Aiden Ross, which is weird to me because Aiden Ross will go on and sneak this Kodak Black out of nowhere saying that when was the last time somebody listened to Kodak Black?
But that nigga Aiden Ross an industry plant,
Kodak
bro.
seemingly
Be honest,
ignored
man.
it, but he did
Nigga
respond
clown.
and said that he didn't even know who Aiden Ross was. Kodak Black would also get into a riff with the GOAT himself, Lil Wayne. The beef would start because Lil Wayne failed to mention that he actually knew who Kodak
That shit was actually
because he
wild.
probably didn't know who Kodak was during the Hot 97 interview. Kodak would go on to also diss Young Ma in a funny back and forward, and on one of the songs that he made called Pimpin' Ain't Easy, he said he don't even see the confusion. He hit Young and May as long as she got the coochie. And like I said, man, it was just a personal, funny, hilarious back and forth to me, man. It was just funny. Now, he'd also get into it with his ex-girlfriend, Young Miami or the City Girls, one half of the City Girls, that is. And he'd get into it with her boyfriend, who's now her baby daddy, / super producer, Southside. I mean, but it didn't really end well, so I don't even want to speak on that, but they say Kodak did something from behind bar. We ain't gonna speak on that now. Now, the beef that took the world by storm was when he was released from prison by being pardoned by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And Kodak Black would take to the internet to come out the Jackboy, saying
He went
that
at
he never
Jackboy.
ever sent him a Buffalo nickel.
Nigga
He had
said
signed a
Buffalo
$3 million deal. He didn't cut Kodak Black in, wouldn't even give him a slither of butter to rub across a piece of toast.
That's how it
The
be,
two
man.
after that would go on to
You help these
exchange
niggas
diss
out, they'll
tracks,
stab you in your
with
back,
both
man.
artists coming with loaded heat while attempting to expose each other before the world. And in one song, Kodak Black would be vulnerable with the fans. He would admit that he had a relationship with a substance by the name of Crystal.
That
This
Crystal
is gonna bring users down
man.
to his knees in complete defeat, so I hope he get it together.
Loud as shit, bro. So it's like, I was already put you a call. So my stuff, I just roll with the punches, man. And I've never rolled up with the punches too. I've been rolling with the punches, you know?
end, man. Kodak Black would also fall out with his day one Wiz the Wizard, man. And not even days after
Where's the Wizard, bro? That nigga disappeared, gang. I don't know what happened to that nigga.
Old neighborhood sparking rumors that Kodak was involved. Everybody thought that Kodak had those O's do that work for him. Kodak Black would also fall out with the Crips all across the nation for his untasteful comments about Laura London after the passing of
forget Laura London, man.
Which would prompt the ATL co-star T.I., aka Tip Harris, to step in and speak for the actress, only to get a fierce response from Kodak calling him a rat.
Rat boy.
Kodak Black even had beef with A Boogie with a hoodie for allegedly being involved in getting one of their hybrids chains snatched. And if that's not a bad look enough for Kodak, he would also leave a distasteful farewell response to his past collaborator, PNB Rocc, after he had tragically lost his life
R.I.P.
while
man.
enjoying Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
PNB Rocc,
Kodak
man.
would take to the internet after the incident and say R.I.P. to PNB Rocc with a plate of what looked like homemade chicken and waffles.
That's wild.
That was nowhere near close to Roscoe's.
Niggas ain't no.
Kodak Black is something else to say the least, man. But you gotta love the boy. Although right now, in his present moment, bro, he can't be operating on 100% with the decisions that he's been making now. He did a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine. The rumor is that he got paid $1 million for the song. YouTube family, I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Yeah, that's
I ain't
Tekashi
been no
6ix9ine shit.
predicament to turn down $1 million, but maybe Kodak
You ain't
Black
supposed to do
is.
no song with no rap like 6ix9ine, man. That shit crazy.
Now. Anyway, the whole world is upset with him, man.
Gang,
and then
you
he
can't do
goes
that.
on the Drink Champs, and he sparks up even more controversy.
But shit, he got the
Everybody
bag and
thinks he's
dip.
on some type of substance.
Ain't dissed him on
Ray
his own
J
song.
gets into it. You know, it's a big old tobacco, bro. So I hope whatever it is, we got the young rapper in bondage. I hope she pulls through. Kodak, if you hear this video, baby, pull through. Now, I'm not saying you messed up, bro. I realize that you've been talking like this since the beginning. But all I'm saying, bro, go eat a ham sandwich or something, bro. You looking bony, Scaroni, man. It's your boy Crispy Clean Cliff, a Cliff World TV, man. If y'all got anybody else y'all want to hear, bro, y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that comment section. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gone.
Damn, man.
YouTube family. I'm gonna need y'all to tap in.
I'll be back. So you see from that reaction video, man, we don't always have reaction videos in, man. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Tooth turned reaction, man. Oh dang, shout out B Baron, man, on my Rumble, man. I almost forgot, man. That's my bad, the nigga. Cause I know I shouted him out in my first video, but you know, I don't know if the nigga gonna be looking at cause he just shout out nigga named Baron on Rumble, man. Appreciate y'all niggas, man. But yeah, like I was saying, man, so that shit was wild, man. I mean, that nigga was like this. But the thing about this, the nigga wanna throw the rock and hide it, nigga. That nigga didn't give no fucks, nigga. That shit was wild, man. It's just like, man, that's the thing, man. You know, when you get locked up in a jail system, man, you don't want to fuck with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's like, bro, they want to be your friend after you get arrested and be like they really care. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, niggas don't be on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, they just want go. Like over a rock, bro. You look like a whole clown over a rock. You don't do all that extra shit over a rock. So it's just like, man, motherfuckers gonna be around you, but when shit gets crazy, niggas wanna call 12 and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, when you get out this situation, man, you know, you just wanna. Cause, you know, when I get arrested, I just try to go to the crib. I don't be on no extra ass shit. But you know, these people who try to be around a nigga at that time make a nigga want to crash out again. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, that nigga was about to crash out again type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm glad that he got out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he got arrested like crip, like no cap. I think like in the beginning of January or some shit. I'm like, damn, man, you know, over that. And you know, we were covering the shit. Y'all know we've been covering that shit lately, and that shit was wild, man. But hey, that's a W. You know what I'm saying? Yak out that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? Out here can do some damage now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but we watched the video about his lifestyle, man. Like, crip, man. People sometimes, man, it happens. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people add it up and look into it and look at it, and they be like, you know, some shit, man, you just can't control. You did like Crip, like a lot of shit like that happened. I feel like Yak couldn't control that shit, man, because when you on that, you live in that type of lifestyle, man, and you're always on the move. You gotta protect yourself. A lot of drama. You don't want to get caught lacking. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you feel me? You want to have your guards already up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a little kid for him. He did Crip. I feel like he was already naturally talented in rapping and shit, man. And that just helped the nigga grow up to be one of the best rappers we got right now. It's like, that shit crazy. The down south really always out you producing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they used to be like, oh yeah, the West Coast, the East Coast. Ain't nothing, nobody really be popping in the West Coast no more. East Coast, they be popping because they got the female rappers, but it's not like they lost all the other rappers like K-Flock and all that shit. And it's like, Bobby Smurray not popping like he used to. It's like, it's the down south is always, you know what I'm saying? We always got rappers that's gonna be going up. Beyonce from down south. You know what I'm saying? Yak. You know what I'm saying? Boosie. It's just like we got a lot of rappers. You know what I'm saying? One coming up. You know what I'm saying? So we just. And we getting ones out like so we got Sauce Walker, we got Go Yayo, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got a whole bunch of more rappers that, you know what I'm saying, Yellow Beezy, you know what I'm saying? We just gotta get it back heating, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but we done lost some 3, so it's like, but it's good, you know what I'm saying? The down south we can always get some, you know what I'm saying, like some movement, you know what I'm saying? Like Yak, he still pushing. Oh, y'all, we ain't got NBA Youngboy, but I don't even listen to that nigga. But you know how it goes, man. Motherfuckers, man. We got people who continue to keep the rap trend alive. You know what I'm saying? Maybe trying to put a bad name on rap, big gang. And it's like, it's sometimes not even the people. It's just the people who go after the people. You know what I'm saying? After the rappers. You know what I'm saying? It's like the motherfucking 12, you know what I'm saying, FBI and shit, you know what I'm saying? That's like a lot of bit about our shit. They force us to fight each other, and they try to assassinate the good people who we got, you know what I'm saying? And you go look back into all the shit, it happens a lot, you know what I'm saying? And that's why, we gotta always try to get better, Crip, at rapping and fight back and never try to let the niggas try to stop our voices from being heard. That's what they don't want to really be known. Our voices is probably one of the most powerful thing that we got, more powerful than the blicky. You know what I'm saying? So this is like Crip, you know what I'm saying? We gotta hone what we can get and use it, you know what I'm saying, for a good cause, like a revolution and Crip shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's why this video right here, man, it is a you know, I've been you know what I'm saying, not following, but looking at Kodak rap and all his stuff, and it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, motherfucker, get better, over time, and shit, niggas still live, you know what I'm saying, niggas still pressing and shit, so it's like, I feel like, man, we all can just go harder and just keep on going harder, like, and no matter what happens, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna still be strong, we're still gonna fight every day, man, we all go through some shit, man, and we just can't let this little shit stop us from being who we supposed to be or who we are, because Crip, they don't want us to be ourselves. They want us to be like lackadaisical drone robots they can control. But when niggas start getting out of control, niggas don't know what to do. So, hey man, that's how you gotta always be yourself and always try to elevate yourself, Crip, and never just get caught on a plateau. You gotta always try to get better and 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 better. Because people don't want to see niggas do good. Let's be honest, you know what I'm saying? Be your own people sometimes. They don't want to see you do good, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, especially when they grow up with you, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to see you go be better than them and grow past them. They want to see you stuck at this position and they can be all gun hot. But it's like, nigga, we all can win, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like once we all start realizing that, you know what I'm saying, we can get into a better system. I mean, a better success culture. I feel like, man, like, we don't have to, niggas, like, not every nigga's supposed to be in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying, or on the camera, you know what I'm saying? We got certain people who do, some people who don't, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, but no matter what, man, we can't be scared to try to get better, you know what I'm saying? We gotta take chances, and, sometimes, the past mistakes or past failures can make niggas wanna not try to get better and not try to evolve their shit because, this is how they feel. But sometimes we gotta go past what we what's stopping us and trying to become a better version of ourselves. So I just hope Yak, you know what I'm saying, continue to fight, you know what I'm saying, let these motherfuckers try to keep on pressing them like they 12 and shit, and keep on making that bread out here, you know what I'm saying, because shit, how China looking now, man, we can't get stuck doing shit we don't want to do, you know what I'm saying. We gotta always do what's the best for the culture and the world, man. Well, not for the world, but for, you know what I'm saying, for Yahweh, and leave all the worldly shit away, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you know, I think the main goal for a lot of people, some people anyway, is to go to heaven. So it's like, we all try to be the best person we can be, but it's like, when motherfuckers try to make us look like the bad guys 34-8, man, it's just hard to just really try to make a difference. But, you know, that's why strong people push through this shit and keep on putting in that work, like you dig. So, gang. Hey, this was lit, man. Glad Yak get on Rocc the motherfuckers in his head. Hey, Yak crazy, man. Y'all fucking jump over out this bitch hood, outside. Gang shit, man. But yeah, gang, give me a second, man. But like I was saying, man, you know, behind that system, man, behind that jail cell, man, you know, it might sound good to some people, man, but you know, you don't want to be in no jail system, especially when you do some shit outside and you can thrive better, man. You can live better, and you can but sometimes, you know, when you behind that jail cell, you meditate a little bit sometimes, because you can be all by yourself, but you can be all by yourself outside. You just don't have to go, you know what I'm saying, fucking with a lot of people. Sometimes some people be in a situation where they got a lot of shit that always fucking with them, like, you know what I'm saying, like, not like crazy shit, because that does happen. But I'm just saying, it could be family, or you can have kids, or shit that always fucking with your mind and always trying to need you for some shit. So it does be shit where that can be the issue, where you can't be by yourself, because you gotta always help other people. But when you get that time to be alone and get that space, you know, you can always work for a better shit, man. And that's what I'm hoping, you know what I'm saying, that we can all get ready, get the bag, and if it's time for war, it's time for war, gang. So fight with your boy. We out this bitch, gang.
Hey, Dad, you know, dawg, when we link up, dawg, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere. Hey, Dad, you know, dawg, when we link up, dawg, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.